Welcome back to another after battle commentary ranked. Now that I'm playing Flaringe. Now this battle was kind of intense because it had to do with this amazing spot I had. This spot was amazing. Now first I start here and I send my scouts, scout everything as do normal. And I had all this land back here. Look how much land I have back here and right here, and I have an amazing choke point, which I do utilize. You'll see what you see my scout. You see what happens. Like I'll realize this, and I immediately change my strategy from fight pits. I'm sorry, stone warrior rush, to quickly to a stone wall rush. I'm sorry, yeah, a wall rush. Like I try to age it real fast. I see it's already 3 minutes. He's already building his temple. I'm like, okay. Again, I'm already building my temple too. Now I don't build now. Whenever I because of the new Asia update as well as how the map was and a bunch of other stuff, I changed my strategy up a lot. It used to be I used to like go straight everything I had into aging up, workers only, build a wall, keep them out. Now, ever since the Asia upgrade, or Asia update, I'm sorry, I've changed my strategy. And place, I realized some people are getting better and better and better at Stone Warrior rushing. That I realized, okay, you kind of have to Stone Warrior rush to win. But the way I do it is slightly different. So again, I do the same thing as I normally do. I get Stone Warrior Rush, but I pump everything I have into quickly building a temple. Now I should have got the upgrade a lot faster. Now it is a lot faster to get this upgrade. I didn't spend as much time because I thought this guy was a noob. Turns out this guy was not a noob. I ended up getting like 41 rating off of this guy, and he's actually in the top like 30. And he has so many fight pits. You see, he starts off with so many fight pits. He has, he goes Asia. I immediately press on the attack because my whole plan was to wall. However, I wall. However, when I Stone Warrior Rush and I mix this is my mixed strategy: Stone Warrior Rush plus wall. I send in what warriors I have to act as just kind of like to distract him. My whole point is not to defeat him, just to distract him long enough for me to get this wall up. I immediately get the upgrade. I immediately get it, and I built a wall. I see. Everything is going according to plan. I'm actually doing amazing. My warriors are still alive, fighting to the very end, and I actually managed to hold him back long enough. I killed quite a bit of workers, honestly. Quite a workers I actually kill quite a few workers, and I wall. And he goes in with his, stone warriors. He actually tries to mass them up a lot more, but for some reason doesn't go press on the attack. And I get more warriors. Now I get more warriors because my whole strategy also is to kind of like keep pumping warriors into the attack, trying to press the attack, trying to keep him busy. The whole point is to keep him busy, spend resources building these towers, spend resources doing everything else, and keep going. There's my whole. Again, I build the wall, and I think, you know what, this isn't enough. The one wall, especially an Asian wall, he can get some hand rams, just bust it down. Well, also, I like to point out, I had an amazing place. Look at this. Look at this. A mountain with towers on it. He could not touch this. Anyway, he goes in. I build another wall. You see right here. He goes another wall. And I know I'm not scared at all. Stone warriors cannot bust down this wall. Stone warriors cannot bust down any wall. Like one guy can just repair this easy. Build, I get the tower up. Everything's done. And then he waits. He tries to keep going. I also get some pikemen. Now these pikemen can attack through walls against stone warriors. They attack through walls. And, you see he's attacking through walls, but we're so, stone warriors can't bust through walls. Spearmen can, attack through the walls. So I'm just keep going. Again, oh yeah, and I built another. When he pulled back, I built another wall. And I had trouble placing a gate, which I couldn't place a gate, so I couldn't save this worker. And he goes in, he kills this worker. So sad. He was a brave sacrifice. And you see, he brings in a hand ram. I had actually made archers, made some archery posts, got some archers. I have 3 layers of walls right here. There is nothing he can do to get. He never gets past the second wall. He gets past the first wall. He never gets past the second wall. But there's nothing he can do. No matter how many hand rams you have, hand rams are slow and weak. You see, he goes in, he tries to do it. I destroy his hand ram. He's gonna continue to try to bust through. Oh, he actually does bust through actually. Oh, and I did some Rage of Medieval. I made upgrade the walls. He busts through. I upgrade. Now at this point, absolutely nothing he does can actually break through this wall. I just get some workers, repair. Medieval walls, well, they can be broken by hand rams. It's just there's nothing really much they can do other than that. Oh, and it actually has a Sempak. Oh. I didn't realize he had that. Anyway, so I don't know he has a. I didn't know he had these docks here. So I used this junk ship to try to like patrol the coast. I knew about this island. It's not a really good island, but it's okay. I had far more resources. Had it just been this little gap, I would have been just one little area. I would have been screwed. But I had quite a bit. I had a lot of stone mines and stuff like that. All these trees. So I was doing great on resources the entire game, as you can see. But then everything just changes all of a sudden. So I had destroyed this dock here. I take a chunk to destroy the dock, and I realized he had more here. I thought he was going to destroy my port, destroy my fishing, ruin my economy like that. And somewhat he does. And I don't realize he does until like much later. I get some, I try to spam more junk ships out. But instead of doing that, he drops troops off here. And I'm like, oh, are you serious? No, it's looking bad. He destroys the dock. I managed to get some junk ships up. He destroys some of my other stuff. And at this point, it becomes a massive naval engagement. It gets to a point where whoever controls the sea controls the game. And see, I'm desperately trying to do my best. I build more docks. I get my dock stack up and running. I keep, spamming out docks. I take my workers over here to build more docks. It just becomes a massive naval fight. You see, I push him back. I actually do the same strategy, and I put troops on his. Took a bunch of Ashigarus, put troops, destroy the docks, and actually I think a lot of these actually had troops in them. Some of them had troops in them. And I managed to destroy them. I see this becomes a massive naval engagement. I pull back my junk chips. And you see, he just gets completely wrecked. And then I get some more ships up. I plan to get turtle ships, but turtle ships weren't that good. Or they were good actually, but they weren't. They were too expensive. Finally, I start massing my navy. I get a turtle ship, mass my navy. Just go in. He doesn't have nearly as many naval forces as I have, but I managed to destroy it. And I go straight for the docks. I use my turtle ships to go attack for the docks. Oh, it doesn't work actually. And then again, I mass my navy. And I accidentally grabbed a few fishing boats too. On accident. And I realized, oh crap. Something I should also point out. One of my warships actually survived and I brought it over here. And this is my final attack, I think. I think this is my final attack. But I managed to distract him long enough to destroy these remaining piers. At this point, I win the sea. At this point, the sea is mine. I've won the sea. I start bombarding him from the coast. I should have got more turtle ships, honestly. But just to prevent him from ever taking the sea again, I started taking my junk ships, taking warships, started attacking from the coastline, doing all sorts of things. I should have got more turtle ships if I didn't. Again, I'm sad. And I should point out, I also got India at this point in this battle. I have India in this battle. It's kind of fun too. And I spread out my forces just in case he decides to build another dock. Now I tried going for the palace immediately, but it just one turtle ship was not enough to go for it. So I just let them do their thing. I kind of like let them continue to bar the coastline. It did no damage. These things did no damage to houses. I don't know why. Like, why did they do no damage to houses? Regardless, he changed his strategy completely. I knew he changed his strategy because then he started getting cannoneers, and he started to try to do a full-on invasion right through here, right through this area. He starts massing his troops up. I take warships, try to stop the cannoneers, but it doesn't work. See, it doesn't work. I pull him back. I split my forces up. I see he starts preparing. He starts trying to destroy my stuff with his cannoneers. So I'm like, you know what? I've had enough. So I started getting cannoneers myself. Now, of course, I didn't have the population for it. So I'm like, oh well. Honestly, I really should have just gotten more turtle ships. I feel like it would have changed the game. Anyway. I got cannoneers myself. Start attacking him. I also had to sacrifice my warships just to see the cannoneers. And I do get a balloon. Eventually, I start getting a balloon. And again, I almost lost my turtle ship because I didn't realize it was being attacked until much later. So I'm like, okay, I need to utilize these more. He'd actually also managed to sneak a dock here, and I couldn't destroy it. And I got really upset because, So I'm like, you know what? This is insane. So he managed to destroy it, and then so I'm like, okay, so I don't want him to take control of the sea. So I then take my warships when I realize they're being attacked, and I just keep them here. So whenever something spawns here, these warships will immediately just destroy it, and I get elephants finally. Cannoneers. And elephants just rip through these guys. They don't make it very far. I think they only make it like to this tower or something. I keep pushing. I keep pushing. They actually make it far. They don't do that much damage. I ended up getting some, to make sure he doesn't do anything sneaky. I just like kept my forces here. He ended up getting another dock up and running, and I'm like, ugh. I really hate the fact that these guys can't destroy docks at all. They can't destroy industrial docks. It's so annoying. They can't destroy industrial docks. Like, here's the thing: medieval siege ships can destroy industrial docks, but warships and machine gun trawlers can't. I don't get it. I just find it annoying. Now this time I start massing my army. I attack with everything I have. I have cannoneers, elephants, the remainder of my archers. Full on attack here. Here we go. I had to wait for my cannoneers because they were super slow. I do a full-on attack. I go straight into the center. I use my archers as cover, as basically meat shields. He gets howitzers because he tried to destroy my wall, but I destroy them. I use my cannoneers to destroy the remaining guardian towers. And he actually tries to get a battleship up too, which I managed to destroy because I'm so close. And then he quits. This battle was fun, and I honestly thought this guy was a noob. But he was not a noob, I'll tell you that much right now. He actually managed to beat me twice, but only because the maps were so shit. Like, I'm not kidding you, the maps are absolutely horrible, but that's besides the point. So, had I not gained control of the sea, had I not just spent vast amount of resources to gain control of the sea, I would have never won because he would have just bombarded my coastline. I would have very little room to build. No matter what he did, like even if he had just warships here and stuff like that, he could have just kept them here and just kept me from doing anything. But all ends and ends well. I managed to pull off a victory by making sure he stays the hell away from my coastline. Now, actually, also I made a Fury of Durga. I never utilized it. I plan to make it because it's a bit of a meme because I never seen these things in use, and I wanted to use them, but I never got the chance to use it. I got upset. I wanted to use it. It looks so fun. But anyway, that has been my video. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time.